I've always had a soft spot for platformers. Running and jumping onto limited landing spaces is simple, but the timing and execution has always brought a level of satisfaction to me, and it doesn't hurt that they're usually accompanied by charming characters and a variety of worlds to explore and find collectibles in. We've had a couple of platformers in Astrobot and Moss, which has you playing in first person assisting your little iconic character, but unlike those, Carly and the Reaperman gives the helper the freedom to move around a bit more independently, making it feel more like you're controlling two characters instead of one. This is by design, of course, as it was originally created as a two-player couch co-op game, but later they somehow managed to cram two separate control schemes into one, now offering the ability to play the entire game alone. It works surprisingly well, as I was able to complete the 8-hour story and most of the challenges with just the DualShock 4. Having full control over both characters gives you a lot to do at once, but there's a nice balance of puzzle solving and platforming. In addition to placing blocks and creating platforms for Carly to either cross or climb, you'll also have to pull levers, provide light, and avoid stage hazards. Luckily, the level designs can be challenging, but it never gets too difficult, making the overall gameplay both enjoyable and rewarding in the end. And like any good platformer, there are a ton of collectibles in the form of fireflies, and these open up a bonus hub full of extra challenge levels. And trust me, these levels live up to their name as they become extremely difficult, but give you a great reason to revisit the stages to find the missing fireflies, which adds a ton of replay value. And as a fan of classic Tim Burton films, the stages themselves aren't exactly filled with a ton of detail like the hubs are, but I really enjoyed the overall art design that mixes both darkness and glowing colors. It's a winning combination that's accentuated by the high resolution in the headset, and there's an impressive variety that keeps them looking fresh. After gathering some friends to test out the couch co-op, I found that most of them had the best experience playing as the Reaperman with the moves. And me, being the platforming junkie that I am, had no problem taking control over Carly and playing as her from the TV screen. But I was at the mercy of their ability to communicate things like where the hidden platforms are that only they could see. This caused a lot of deaths, but it also led to far more laughs than frustrations, and the interaction between the two characters is well implemented. I was also able to see them floating around the map wearing the different ridiculous costumes we unlocked, and when they spoke, the mouth of the Reaperman moved as well, which was really cool to see. It might take two experienced gamers or a lot of trial and error to complete the story, and especially the challenges playing co-op, but at the very least, you'll have some good laughs playing together. Carly and the Reaperman is full of style and charm. It has plenty of hours of gameplay and great variety, making the low entry price seem like a steal content-wise. Even though there's a few frustrating moments due to the limitations of the DualShock 4, it's never too difficult to overcome, and overall, developers Odd Raven Studios did a great job combining two control schemes into one. If you're a fan of challenging platformers, or just looking for a couch co-op experience for your PSVR, you definitely don't want to miss it.
Fist bump!